Hello class, this is Mr. Broussard. I'm sending you this video for the 7th week of our World Literature course for the fall of 2020. I hope you're all doing well, and that if you had a break last week, that you enjoyed it and took the time needed to have a little relaxation in the midst of all of the chaos of both your academic life and just things within the world. So I just wanted to let you know about the work that is assigned for this week and what all is coming up. Initially, if you look at your syllabus, this week is the week in which you would do the research paper overview. It's really not going to be that in-depth, but I'm going to, you can look at it. It's already posted in our announcements, but I'm actually going to wait and do that for the video of the last week, and the reason is simple. I worry about possibly confusing you, the students, about what I'm expecting when it comes to the difference between what I expect in a normal essay and what I expect in a research essay. And I'm already having that issue with some of you, which I should not be having with sophomores, by the way, about you not understanding that, even though I've said it multiple times on multiple videos, that there's to be zero sourced material whatsoever on anything in this course other than the research paper that is due at the end of the semester, due on Friday, December the 11th. So that'd be a week from this coming Friday. So that's why I am a little skittish about going over anything with the research essay while you still have an essay that is due, because, a reminder, I gave you the extra week and did that on pretty much all the regular essays. When it comes to the Renaissance essay portion, the Renaissance portion of our literature, and the essay that corresponds with the analysis, partial analysis part summary that will be that essay. So the Renaissance essay is due December the 7th at 2:59 a.m. So that's basically Monday morning, early Monday morning. So let's just say Sunday night is when that will be due. So it is still due. It is 1,000 words. And remember, when it comes to this particular essay, you are a little more limited on what you can do. So just to reiterate, you have a choice of one or two things you can do. One, you can do a compare-contrast analysis of the literature of Don Quixote with the movie of Don Quixote that I posted from TNT from 99, 2000, around then. Or you have the choice of either doing The Taming of the Shrew and then doing that to 10 Things I Hate About You. The Taming of the Shrew that I've posted as a video on here, and 10 Things I Hate About You, which I have posted, but as we are well aware, unfortunately, with copyright issues, not everyone's able to see the one, even though I bought it, and even though if we were physically in class, I would be showing you the movie. With that, you have you have a choice of doing either or. If it's totally understandable for whatever reasons that you don't want to spend. It's not that much money. It's only like $3-4, but a lot of money's real tight right now. So if you'd rather not do that rental and you have no other access to the movie itself, then you have the option of read Don Quixote and then watch Don Quixote, and then that's what you can do for that analysis for the Renaissance essay, and that's perfectly fine. So you do have those options if need be when it comes to the Renaissance essay. And an understanding. Let me pull here. There you go. And a reminder: if 10 Things I Hate About You, you have Disney Plus, you have the ability to watch it, and it's free because you have Disney Plus. If you don't, you can watch it on YouTube or Amazon, but it will be a rental that you must purchase a little bit for the rental for just the purpose of this, or if you want to buy it, that's your ability to do so. But I do provide Taming of the Shrew from the American Conservatory Theater of San Francisco from 1976. And of course, I provide the TNT version of Don Quixote from 99, 2000. And of course, the textbook provides the literature for Don Quixote as well. So you have those options to do for the Renaissance analysis essay. And again, a reminder, initially it was going to be due early to this morning, but I'm giving you the extra couple days to get it done simply because we have a little time to play with, but not much. Because believe it or not, we only have so much work to do. In fact, we do have that essay that's due, let's just say Sunday night. But you do also have the last of your reader responses. And let me get to that for you. The last reader response is actually due tonight. Reader response 6. You will watch Taming of the Shrew. Again, I know it's a reader response. You're technically not reading anything. I mean, you can read it if you want, but it'd be much easier for you to just watch what I provided. Treat the play like you read it and do a response similar to what you have done with the literature this semester. That's due tonight. So before you go to bed tonight, make sure that's done. Make sure it's turned in, done properly, MLA, 8, all that good stuff. And then that's it for reader responses. You're done with the reader responses. That is the last bit of that work. And then you have the Renaissance essay. Again, compare and contrast Taming of the Shrew with 10 Things I Hate About You, or Don Quixote the movie with its literary work. All prior MLA 8th edition rules apply. And that is due, again, Sunday night before you go to bed. Get it turned in. You can always do it early, of course. And that's the work as far as this week is concerned, though there is one other bit of work you can do this week. You have the option of doing it this week or next, but it must be done. This is the Respondus proctored quiz here on Taming of the Shrew. Taming of the Shrew final test. It requires Respondus lockdown browser and webcam. It is due December the 10th, 4:59 p.m. So that would be not this Thursday, but next Thursday afternoon, 4:59 p.m. That is when that is due. It must be done. It must be done through Respondus, and your computer must allow lockdown browser, and it must have a webcam. One of my courses has already done this. This is mandatory for all classes, any class that's online that we were unable to have a proctored exam for, and that's all of them because all the proctored sites were filled before even the online started. So we have this system, and it is mandatory, must be run through this, and this is another key about getting this done early. So in case you find out, hey, my computer doesn't allow this or that, you can then find another computer, wait till last minute, and then figuring out it doesn't work. I had a student do that. I've already had one of my classes do that in my beginning. All but one student did exactly what needed to be done and did, for the most part, really well with it all. One student, you always have that one. All the sob story excuses. Of course, getting the emails, the first email all of a few minutes before it was due, the second email 30 minutes after it was due. I, of course, don't read the emails until the Monday after I get back to work. Big sob story, blah, 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 blah. Sorry. If you waited this long, it's on you. Of course, you're all sophomores, so I really shouldn't expect that out of any of you. Of course, as I've noted, there are certain things that I definitely don't expect out of sophomores that I've been getting from some of you, but I've been trying to be nicer about it because of the situation with COVID, with just the way the semester is different. I'm a lot more lenient in this course than, and in all my course semester than I've ever been. In fact, for the first, time, I'm way more lenient. I did something today for that I've never done before. I won't go into detail, but in being nice and lenient. But if I start feeling like people are trying to railroad me, then I'm just going to be cut off everybody. And hopefully you're not the person that gets caught with their hand in a cookie jar. Shouldn't, because I'm only here for another couple of weeks and then we're all done for the semester. But you do have a quiz on the Taming of the Shrew. It requires Respondus, lockdown browser, and webcam. It must be taken. If you do not do this quiz, you fail the course. That student, by the way, I was telling you about in the beginning, was going to fail anyways because of their grades. You all have to see correspondence. The type of student that would wait till the last minute and then have their stuff not work is the type of student that's already failing anyway. So it always ends up being like that anyways, simply because it's more of a symptom of the disease in a sense. So make sure you do this in well enough time. You should have already watched the video simply because it was already assigned to you. Watch as many times as you need to. Watch the play, and then take your quiz, do your quiz, and then turn in, and it grades for you. It sends in the grades for me. The only grades I plug in are the ones who didn't do it, and those who don't do it, I've not only put a 0 for the quiz, I just go ahead and put zeros and everything else because you failed the course. It must be done, and no sub-story is going to get around it. You must have this done, and it must be done by December the 10th at 4:59 p.m., or else you fail the course. Also, if I notice a drastic drop in the quality of the grade between what you earn on this quiz and what you've earned on your other work, I do reserve the right to call shenanigans on you. And in ultimate shenanigans means failure of the course, simply because if you bomb on this and yet you do amazing on everything else, it makes me wonder if you were really doing your own work. And we have the freedom to do that. If we see a drastic, we have this freedom as instructors that if we see a drastic drop in the quality of the grade between what they've earned through the semester and then what they earned on the one bit of material that is something that has somebody watching them, then we're going to think BS, and then you fail. That's simple. So with this, with the same thing true, my advice is watch the video, watch the play as much as you can. Watch it again at least 3 times, more if you need it, and have watched it one last time before you go in, take the quiz, do the quiz, and then you should be good to go. And so you have it. It is available for you to do. It is open now. Let me see if anybody has done it. Oh, no one's done it yet, so you all have the ability to do it. It is open from now until December the 10th at 4:59 p.m. At 4:58 p.m., you have the ability to do it. 4:59, you don't. Let me make this clear, though. That's when it cuts off everything. So really, since the time limit's 120 minutes, 2 hours, you need to have this started no later than 2:58 p.m. on December the 10th. I wouldn't play with fire. I'd have this done way before then if I were you. Because Murphy's Law, if it can't happen, will, and it will always happen at the worst time for you. So make sure you take this quiz, and then you'll be done with that. And then once you're done with these 3 assignments, you will then only have one more assignment left, and that will be the research essay. So what I've decided is I'm going to wait to go over the instructions for the research essay until next week, so that there's no confusion about what I'm expecting on it, as opposed to what I'm expecting on the Renaissance essay, because I've already gotten issues with some of you doing things you shouldn't have been doing, and the grades that reflect what you should not have been doing. So, none of that. Here. And then that's it. Yeah, so we'll do that. I'll do one more little spiel next week about the quiz for those who haven't taken it by that point, and then go over the instructions of the research essay. And that research essay will be due Friday, December the 11th, 2020 at 9:59 a.m. So not too long after the quiz is due, then the essay is due, and then the class is over, believe it or not. That's it, as far as the course is concerned. What benefits to having a course like this? It's moved quickly and you finished it quickly. The bad news is you don't have time to fool around, and although in many ways, and a lot of students are learning this about that, that's actually a good thing. You don't have time to waste, you don't have time that lacks to, you just got to get things done, and then eventually you're done with it all. So, I'm just eyeballing grades right now, and for the most part, pretty good grades. A lot of B's in this course, just kind of eyeballing this right now. A lot of B's that could easily become A's. A lot of high B's, actually, I'm kind of looking at right now. I see some A's as well, some lower B's, some C's. So some things that can be worked with, and some things that, with what's left and out there, you can, a lot of A's are very possible in this class. Again, I'm just looking at lots of 80s, so a lot of B's. So a lot of those, if done well, do well on everything that's left, pick them up, get the A's, and do fabulous with this class, and hopefully on all the rest of them. So, well, that is it as far as this week's video. There will be a video next week, and that will be the last of the videos for this course. So, in which I will go over the instructions for the research essay. I'm going to do my best to actually do that video on Monday, simply so you can maximize the time. Since the essay itself will be already have been completed and turned in earlier that day, I can do the video for you on Monday, even have it graded before you by then. And so you have full instructions for the entire week of what you need, and then boom, get what you need done, and that's it for the course. I hope you're all doing well, and I will send the last of the videos for this course next week.